next question. What do you feel like were some of the positive effects of starting to box at an early age, especially growing up in a neighborhood like Glenville? So for the viewers who don't know, Glenville is in the inner city. It's
Yeah.
like St. Clair, 105 Lakeview. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? St. Clair is a really popular street. You know, shout out to Bone Thugs, put it on the map. But
Yeah.
growing up in an area like that, you know, you see so much. It's almost like you arose growing out the concrete. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think that did for your life outside of, you know, being a professional boxer?
It's a lot of things. I'll start with like just keeping me out of trouble because like a lot of stuff was going on in the hood or where I'm from because I grew up on Woodside. I ain't sure if a lot of people familiar with that Woodside Brackland and stuff like that. Um, so a lot of times when I was at the gym, because I'd be in school. Right after school, I come home and I got to go to the gym. So a lot of times they kept me off the streets. So when stuff was happening, I hear about people getting shot, people doing this, getting robbed and stuff. I was at the gym or I was out of town at a boxing tournament. You know what I mean? So it kept me off the streets. It taught me discipline. Um, because a lot of times we don't know how to control our anger, and that was a way for me to channel my anger and use it in a positive way. You feel me? And then
Yeah.
also just being healthy. Because you got to eat right. You can't drink and smoke. You got to take care of your body, working out every day. So a lot of people think boxing is bad for you, but if you use it right, it can be good for you.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You are an example of that. So I guess that kind of going to my next question. Um, Going from Glenville to going all the way to Brazil, you know, the training and fighting and sparring.
Yeah,
How did that experience affect you? You know what I'm saying? What was that like?
it was wild because I had only um, seen it on TV, so I never seen myself going there. I ain't know boxing to take me that far. Boxing took me to a lot of countries, Russia, Italy, Germany, London, a lot of them. So, but Brazil was different. We was in a nice little area, but the gym was like in the favelas, and just seeing how they live over there, just seeing like what we got here, as far as like the training facility we got here in the Olympic Training Center, they got half it. They didn't even have equipment really, and they was living pretty easy. They weren't complaining. I never heard none of them complaining. Um, they worked hard, and the spot was different. They was like, I'll put it like this: they had it rough over there. Compared to what we got going on over here, and I seen that they worked it hard and they lived humble. You know what I'm saying? Even people that was on the Olympic team out there, but it's a different type of culture in Brazil. But at the same time, it just made me more hungry when I got back to the States. I was like, I can't take nothing for granted because there's people over there that killed to be in our position, and they just want to be seen. They ain't had that opportunity, so I just I took it like that.
Oh, okay, man. I truly appreciate you sharing that. For the viewers who don't know, I got a chance to live in Brazil. I was studying abroad there. I went to school there, and while I was down there, I got a chance to get into the martial arts, capoeira, and I had took a little martial arts in America. And like you was saying, when I was in America, we had pads, we had mats, we had all these machines. When
Yeah,
I was in Brazil, capoeira, we was getting it in on the concrete, on the
for
bricks
sure. That's what
outside.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But Brazil is known for some of the greatest fighters in the world. So they
yeah,
hungry. It do make you appreciate things, but it's also a beautiful side to it. It's a
it
lot of
is too.
yeah, yeah, definitely. See a lot of beautiful people, beautiful beaches, beautiful climate, great food, great music.
Man,
You know, if you ever get a chance,
yeah,
right, the food be banging, man. Some of the best
crazy,
food you
man.
gonna ever try.
Yeah, but to be honest, man, I had a good time out there. They took care of me and my coach. and his son, they took care of us well. You know what I'm saying? They made sure we was good, even though it's a lot of stuff going on there. For the most part, it was all love. Like everybody was, you know, breaking bread, showing love. If they had something, it was just nice the way how it was. You know what I mean? They ain't have much, but they made the best of what they had.
Yeah, true indeed, true indeed. That was my experience as well. The Brazilian people was very friendly, very kind. Cause you watch so much TV, so you thinking it's gonna be like something else as soon as you get
Yeah,
there, as soon as you step off the plane. But
facts.
it's not all like that, the people especially. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to commend you as well. Like I say, I remember you from the Glenville Rec, and you was always a person. I don't know if you knew this or not, but you always had a glow about yourself. You always carried yourself with a high level of professionalism, a high
I
level of
appreciate it.
training. When you came into the gym as a kid, your uniform, your physique, your style, your training, everything was at the highest level, and people would look at you and be like, when you
I
get a little
appreciate it.
taller, he gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I was a
Let
baby
me
when I was
see.
in there too, and
Yeah.